Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Settlement Survival. Hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about the water trading post. I got a bunch of tech points in between episodes here, and I decided to get the water trading post, get it put in, get it built up, so that we can get started with it right away. A couple other things that I got were the water trading post, of course, safe shipping, so that we can safeguard the shipping on the sea and reduce the probability of distress of the caravans at the water trading post. Another couple items I got were landfill, so we can check this out. Can transform mountains or rivers into flat ground, and river digging. Command function river digging. Now you can dig rivers. Awesome. And we did just get one more tech point, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab gold miner cabin. All right, great. So we have this awesome water trading post. We have 45 laborers left. I've been putting people in everywhere. We had about 100 at the end of the last episode. This water trading post is going to use quite a few people here. So just pause for a second. As you can see, 20 people. We're going to go ahead and visit Lorenzo because I got a bunch of Easter eggs for him. And we're going to go 20 people, buy insurance, sell some items. I'm going to go ahead and set this up real quick. Okay, we got all sorts of goodies in here. You can see we got some fine handbags from a couple episodes ago where we got our leather working started. Bunch of pottery, plenty of jewelry, some swords, lots of tobacco, and tons of eggs. About 210,000 coins worth of things. And we're going to bring back 2,400 bricks, 21,600. Look at this. So with the water trading post, we have a weight of up to 12,000, up from about 5,000 with a land caravan. So pretty good. Oh, the trade-off is, look at the time though, 465 days for this thing to do one trip, and of course 20 people. So quite endeavor here. So we're gonna go ahead and form this, let those 20 people get out here. Got 15 laborers now. So yeah, this thing takes up a ton of laborers. So something to keep in mind if you want to use that. 20 is a good amount for that. Okay, and then we have that gold mine that we just learned as well. So let's go ahead and pick that up. A gold miner cabin. Can pan sand for gold sand for use in carving workshop and jewelry workshop. So let's go ahead and we'll grab the gold miner cabin. And since we need some sand, we're going to come down over in here. I have a couple dredgers going on over here. This will work fantastically for that. And we're going to set this sand pit to sand. And I do want to use a couple more sand pits over in here. We got enough space to get one more road sneaking back here. But if we grab this, you can see this is a little bit wonky. So here's what we can do with the new command we got for terraform. I think this is kind of ugly what this is going to do, but we're going to go ahead and show it off anyways. So this is going to make this area flat. So as you can see there, it's this really kind of ugly, sharp square. And then let's go ahead and check out what dig does. Dig dug. We're going to go ahead and dig this river out. You can see it kind of like does this weird rectangle shape. I am dictating where that's turning. Let's see what it's going to look like. Not too bad. So we fixed up that corner pretty well, but we're going to go ahead and put that back in there. All right, great. So we got that corner. Now let's go ahead and get a bunch of our sand pits. So this is a fantastic way, of course, to utilize more of the waterways here. But again, I just think it looks really bad. So I tried not to use it. But we're kind of at the point where we're wanting more and more things on the water. I had to put in the salt works over here, another one. I did take out 2 more of the water sawmills we had over here because we have a bunch more down over in this space if we want to utilize them for domestic fuels. We're doing pretty good with domestic fuels right now, 5,700. So we're going to keep it up like that, and we're going to wait for this to get built up. Now I got to show you, so I did use about 50 laborers. Oh, let's do this first though. Some artisans from other places passed through the town and wanted to engage in collaborative learning. Everything here is so beautifully made. Your craftsmanship is very advanced. Can you show me your tools? Absolutely. Hone their skills by collaborative learning. Steel Tools 100, we got that. Through collaborative learning, the local artisans acquired more practical tool usage techniques. The output in all kinds of workshops will increase by 20% in the next year. Pretty good. What I was going to say was, I went through, and something that I did is I added like 6 people in all of our builders' cabins. So let's see, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 builders' cabins, 39 workers. It doesn't add up. Anyways, I got a lot of builder cabins. I got a lot of workers building things. So my hope was, since we had a decent stock of obsidian, and go here to our mine. Oh, we did. We're down to 11 now. That we would get some of these roads built. And it looks like a good amount of them are coming along. We've had most of the roads marked up for obsidian upgrades for a long time now. I was just trying to hasten that a little bit. So they're filling in a little bit. It's still very, very slow, but we may need some more obsidian, looks like. But we gotta wait for these laborers to get here. So we'll just hold up for that just a second. Here's an update on the Great Castle that I mistakenly deleted at the end of the last episode. That was so dumb, but it wasn't too big of a problem. We are looking great with our building kits. That's completed. Hardwood's completed. We have a good amount of bricks on the way, and luxury furniture doesn't have that much more to go, about 100. So we'll get that done shortly. Bricks is going to be a thing that's going to take a while. So when these laborers get here, we will add a couple more people into a land caravan, and we'll send that out, and we will get some more bricks coming in. Another thing that I added in was, these kiln factories a while ago, but I swapped them all to be bricks with the exception of this kiln factory here, because at the time it had enough resources in it to make some glass bottles, and we need glass bottles, so I just left that going. But we do have 2 more kiln factories making bricks here. Most of our bricks are going straight into the Great Castle here. 10,000 bricks is a ton. We're doing really great with housing. Our luxury apartments here are getting pretty full. You can see we do have a little bit of wiggle room, which is awesome. Our senior housing is all good to go. And then these guys, this has tons of room, and we'll have 2 more on the way. And then, of course, the Great Castle, when that's completed. We have tons and tons of space for people, where I'm grabbing everybody when they come by as immigrants or some other event that appears. I'm grabbing everybody, just trying to build up town as quickly as possible. We're about a 1050 population, so we're getting pretty good. But yeah, we're growing along. We're doing pretty great with everything. Stone's a little eh. It looks like iron ore is kind of poor as well. So we might have to do a little bit of revising there. But we'll do that again once those immigrants get here. So I'm going to wait for them, and I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking with some of those builders. I got to take some of these guys out of here so that we can continue to have a few laborers running around. All right, the immigrants are just pulling into town. 36 of them ready to join us. We're going to go ahead and accept those people. Now we're back up to 36 laborers, doing great. Okay, so we went around and adjusted a couple of people here and there and got a few workers back. I'm going to go ahead and I think I want to add in another obsidian mine. So over here we have our 1 mine. Don't have any upgrades in it right now. We need some more lanterns in order to upgrade that. And again, stock is still really low. So let's go ahead and we'll grab an obsidian mine. And let's see if we can find a good spot for that somewhere down over in here. All right, beautiful right here. We got the road all ready to go. And of course, we need some more lanterns. So we're going to go ahead and we'll wait for those. We could absolutely do a trade for some of those, and maybe that's what we'll do. We do have a good amount of labor, so we could do that. We'll count 10 or so in the obsidian mine, so that'll put us at 22 laborers. And let's go ahead and come back over in here to our bazaar, and let's set up another trade caravan. I'm going to go ahead. We'll see Lorenzo. Sure, doesn't really matter. And we'll say 7 people. And then we're going to go ahead and sell some items. I should have most of the eggs gone. Yeah. We'll go ahead and get this going here, and I want to buy a couple trade things and a couple other upgradey things too. All right, our caravan to Lorenzo is good to go, but alas, as you'll see down over in here, we had a mishap en route with our previous caravan. We lost 20 people, all those goods, and the bricks that we were going to have. So that sucked. So we're going to go ahead and form this caravan, and we'll get some of this stuff on the way here. I got a couple of scarecrows, some lanterns, and some bricks on the way, selling some goodies. All right, so now we're back down to 30 laborers. Let's go back over here and check this thing back out. Yeah, nothing. I don't really know what to do with that. Unfortunately, we can't really form another caravan of 20 people. That's a lot. That was a 2% chance too, I think, by the way, that those people would die. So just not great. Yeah, so we can't do anything with that right now. I'm not going to dump that many people into it at this moment. I did think of something else that I wanted to show you with the terraforming tools here. So this terraforming tool right here has the ability to flatten out mountains. So we have this really obnoxious mountain right here that we've been talking about a little bit that we can take out. So I currently have a quarry right now on there, the mountain quarry. So I'm going to leave that, but we can take it from this corner and just take this out like this, totally flatten it. Boom, gone. So it does kind of look stupid, but it clears the space, and it's really nice to have. You can, or at least you could. Let's see if it works. So we currently, your mines are supposed to be in the mountain, right? But we can flatten the mountain, and the mine stays, and it's still valid. Yeah, kind of wonky. I don't think that you should be allowed to do that. I think it should error out or something, but you can. You can have your mines floating there. It works fine. So yeah, take that mountain out of there. We could do something else with this space now, and I'll probably knock this one out here too, this in the corner. Don't really need that there. Super awesome. So those tools again, if you want to check those out, Those are going to be here in the mining, landfill, river digging, these two. Of course, you need to get sand mining and calcining kiln first, but they're right there. You can grab those. Okay, we do have one more tech point available, and I noticed in our processing tree, almost completed, we forgot about bakery. So we're going to go ahead and grab the bakery and get a couple of those things set up. And heck, we might as well do it in our new little area right here. So we'll get the one bakery laid out right there, and we'll go ahead and put another one in. So we have this little area in the kind of core of the town that we cleared out right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll put a bakery in there, and we'll get those built up. So we just need some bricks, of course. Of course it's bricks. Cut stones and planks. So what we could do in order to get those things built up for sure is, I'm going to come back down over here because I want this one first. I'm going to prioritize the bakery, get those bricks put there before they're put into our great castle, or any of these other couple buildings around here that look like are calling for bricks. I did put in another candy workshop here. We currently only have the one working right here, so I thought another one would be good. I did also ban honey so that we could specifically use that for candy, and I did ban apples as well so that we could continue to make some jams. Jams was just sitting here, nothing was going on because we couldn't get enough apples over here. It looks like the apple and the jam have the same hunger and happiness stats. But anyways, the jam can be used in other recipes. So I wanted that coming along. And of course, we can eat the jam as well. If we find our bread shop, we can go ahead and check out toast. You can see there's a jam. So we could make some toast. Let's see the stats on toast, 20 and 40. So it is a little bit better for making the jam into toast. But we're not going to do any of that for now. We're using the bread shop right here to make some plain old cookies. And these are 2040s anyways, and fewer ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and keep those going like that. Kind of weird that the bread shop and the bakery are different things, I think. But I guess that's what it is. So for now, we'll just wait up for our bakeries and we can check those out. Shouldn't be too bad. 80 isn't that many bricks, and we have 20 already, and we have some on the way. So hopefully those things get here soon. If we go back into our technologies, we're flying now that we have that wonder built from the last couple episodes. So I want to go ahead and get to the cathedral, and the cathedrals are going to provide citizens with spiritual sustenance, thus grants increased happiness bonus and an upgrade from chapel. So we don't need any bricks, luckily, for this, but luxury furniture is going to be a thing. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab our cathedral. Now, we can't upgrade our mosque to a cathedral. That's just fine. So we got our chapel. We're going to go ahead and check out the upgrades, and we have to wait for 10 more luxury furnitures. So we'll just go ahead and we'll wait a little bit. I want to check the wonder. I think we should be maxed out on our required luxury furniture, but we'll see. But once we do get the upgrades, we do have a couple bell towers. So we'll get the bell towers installed as soon as we get the upgrades done. That'll be cool to have all that stuff happening. Lots of good upgrades going along in the town. I did go through a handful of our reservoirs, and I upgraded with gears. I'm hoping that we get to the point of here eventually where we can maybe shut down some of these reservoirs, and the gears are going to be able to make up for it. But we'll see. I don't know how much that's going to require. Probably quite a bit. And let's check our great castle. Yes. So luxury furniture is good to go. Ooh, it looks like this guy is calling for luxury furniture as well. So kind of a split demand there. 7,000 plus more bricks needed for that great castle. We probably won't get that thing done in this episode, but hopefully here pretty soon we will. I want to check that caravan. We'll see where we're at. We hopefully can get those bricks in here pretty soon. You know what I might do? Let's just check this quick. Okay, yeah, so we're about halfway done with our trip. What I might do is come back over here and let's pause this. Okay, slow down here. We'll make sure we hit pause this time. Pause the Great Castle. Okay, don't hit cancel. Pause the Great Castle. And when we do that, that's going to allow the bricks to come to these other buildings, and then we'll be able to complete these other buildings as well. I want to get these done. Instead of just having them be infinitely waiting for bricks, we'll just pause this for now. Looks like this guy is good to go too. Finally got this on the way. We'll have a couple more luxury furnitures headed right to stock instead of going right to the buildings. This one, other one right here, is currently paused. We need a couple more luxury furnitures for that one. So we'll just go ahead and we'll wait here a little bit. Wait till these bricks get in here. Get the bakeries built up, and we'll check those out, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, our caravan is pulling into town. Looks like we will be good to go with our bricks and our lanterns and our scarecrows after they get unloaded, of course. So that's great. We'll get a couple more workers back as well. It'll be 6, so we'll be up to 8. Back over here, I wanted to show you what happened with our little gold mine here. it's good to go. Now we are making gold sand from sand. It's a 20-to-1 conversion, so not super great, but we're making a little bit of gold. And then over here, we have all 3 of our sand pits. Gathering sand, doing great. And coming down back over here, our bakery is good to go. We have several recipes in here, so we'll go over them real quick. Like peasant bread, take some flour to make some good old bread. Ceremonial bread, we know what that is. Toast, we know what that is. Croissant, cookies, and then cake, I think is a new one. Eggs, we don't have any eggs. We do have some flour. We could get some of that. Pie, we need some butter. Fruit pie, we need some pie. So it looks like you need a bakery to make pie, and then another one to make fruit pie. Fruit cake, I'm just gonna take cake, add some jam and some goodies, and make some fruit cake. 150 hunger and 60 happiness. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, these are super good. I mean, these are end game recipes, so I'd hope they were this good. But what we're gonna do for this bakery is go ahead and make some peasant bread. We should have enough flour to do that. So go ahead and we'll get that underway. Super great. So I was taking a quick look at our technologies again here, and we are dang near finished. So we have livability completed, science completed, trade has a few more, mining is completed, construction has a few more, agriculture is completed, processing and logistics has a couple more. So we need, about like 6 more points. Really nothing super duper left. A large trading post and then some caravan remodeling. But anyways, what I'm getting at is once we complete this series, which I do want to finish this tree, I think, all the trees, I mean. But then after this series, what I think I'm going to do is I want to work on some updated beginner's guides and tips and tricks. I did do a post a couple weeks ago now, it's been a bit, asking you guys to submit any tips and tricks that you had that you may like to see in the video to help other people out. So I want to put that together. I want to make it really great for you. So I want to take some time to focus on that. So yeah, after this series, that's what I want to do. But then after those couple videos are completed, I'm not certain what I'm going to do next. I may do another settlement survival series, but we'll see. I'll probably do a poll and ask you guys to see what you want to see. So keep your eyes out for that. I'll do a post and we'll talk about it. So I think that's going to be it for this video of Settlement Survival. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.